What's up, party people? Do you want to know what's been happening in America? Starting with the 2016 election that I won. Thank you. Which set off huge American victories for the past 4 years. But in this election cycle, we will have new debates, new personalities, and huge, unprecedented victories for the American people.
The United States has had many tense elections in its over 200 years of history. Its citizens vote every 4 years for the person that they believe will bring the best possible changes to the US. While it is impossible to generalize voting patterns completely accurately, in recent years this has meant that urban populations living in cities with millions like Los Angeles and New York City often vote for the Democratic Party, while citizens in more rural areas tend to vote for the Republican Party. Candidates build platforms with their stances on important issues, and this year's election cycle has been one of the most contentious in recent history. The competition began to stiffen with the beginning of the debates.
Good evening from the Lafayette High School campus in Lafayette, Louisiana. Our first subject is the Supreme Court. President Trump, you nominated Coney, Barrett to succeed the late Ruth Bader Ginsburg on the court. Where do you think Justice Barrett will take the court?
Thank you very much, Chris. You're doing such an amazing job. I'll say it simply. We won the election. Elections have consequences. We have a phenomenal nominee, respected by all, except the Democrats. Top academic in every way. Good in every way, Chris. Good in every way.
Speech, press, religion, assembly. Speech, press, religion, assembly.
Amy, there should be 5 freedoms.
I don't know, what am I missing?
Protest.
Oh.
The American people have a right to decide who should be in the Supreme Court. That occurs when they vote for the United States president. Me, not Donald. Yes, so as I was saying, the point is that the candidate is opposed to Roe v. Wade. That's on the ballot as well as in the court. And so that's also at stake right now, and so the election is all...
You don't know what's on the ballot. Why is it on the ballot? Why is it on the ballot?
Court.
It's not on the ballot.
In the court.
I don't think so.
Donald, would you just be quiet for a minute?
Welcome to the Vice Presidential debate. Yeah, I will be moderating again. It seems that our production couldn't afford to hire anyone else. Vice President Pence, more than 210,000 Americans have died of COVID-19 since February. Why is the U.S. death toll so high?
Our nation has gone through a very challenging time this year, but I want the American people to know that from the very first day, President Donald Trump has put the health of America first. And the reality is, when you look at the Biden plan, it reads an awful lot like what President Trump, our task force, and myself have been doing every step of the way. And quite frankly, it looks a little bit like plagiarism, which is something Joe Biden knows a few things about.
Senator Harris, would you like to respond?
Whatever the vice president's claiming the administration has done, clearly it hasn't worked when you're looking at over 210,000 dead bodies in our country. And you know, the vice president is the head of the task force and knew from the start how serious this was. And when asked, well, why didn't you tell anybody? He replied, because the president wanted citizens to remain calm.
Moving on to our next topic.
No, Chris, this isn't...
Chris, I have to weigh in here.
Mr. Vice President, I am speaking.
Oh no. Georgia! Where are my ballots?
After a tense few days, we have reached a historic point in this election. We can now predict the future president of the over 300 million people in the United States that have been awaiting the results of the contentious and lengthy election. Joseph R. Biden is projected to be the 46th president of the United States.
Did it, Joe? You're gonna be the next president of the United States!
Unity! 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 Unity. God bless America.